What do you do for a living?
Currently, I'm a security specialist at Guardsman Corporation.
How long have you been working at Guardsman's Corporation?
About 6 years now.
Can you describe your responsibilities there?
Sure. I'm responsible for providing security advice and instruction to private corporations around the world.
And before you became a security specialist, what did you do?
Well, I was a special agent for 3 different field offices for the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Some of those offices were New York, Los Angeles, as well as Des Moines, Iowa.
What was your job at these field offices?
I was an agent responsible for detecting and evaluating threats and discovering threats by foreign governments. In Des Moines, I assisted in directing all counterintelligence in the Iowa area.
Okay, so in New York, Los Angeles, and Des Moines, how long were you a special agent for?
I was a special agent for 10 years, from 2000 to 2010.
And within those 10 years, you worked at each of those offices?
Yes, I did.
What is your educational background that led you into this career?
Well, I graduated from Steelton University with a bachelor's in poli-sci. I received my law degree after that from Steelton A&M. And then I completed the FBI Training Academy, down in Quantico, Virginia.
Now let's focusing on your current employment as a security specialist. Can you describe what kind of security advice you give to private corporations?
Sure. I give my companies advice to ensure their properties are safe, and of course that the employees are safe. Cameras, lighting, surveillance, security guards, things of that nature.
I'd like to turn your attention to June 6, 2015. Are you familiar with the incident that occurred near Scooter's ice cream shop that day?
Yes, I am.
What were you asked to do involving the attack of Bobby Daly?
Well, I'm here today because I was asked to look at the material that was gathered, review depositions, as well as exhibits, and to assert my professional opinion as to whether or not Scooters is responsible for the attack that occurred on the plane.
What specifically did you look at to formulate your professional opinion?
I reviewed the plaintiff's deposition as well as Lucy Scooter Simons and Christy Volgenovas. I have also reviewed exhibits and the security system that was in place at Scooters ice cream parlor.
Okay, so we're going to break that down shortly, Ms. Noonan, but first I'd like to ask you some questions about what your investigation of this incident told you about the plaintiff's actions. Why was, from your understanding, the plaintiff at Scooter's ice cream parlor on June 6th?
Well, based on my review of the record, it was my understanding that he was a customer at the ice cream shop earlier that evening.
And what time did the ice cream parlor close?
I believe it closed around 10 p.m.
From your understanding, what did the plaintiff do after the shop closed that night?
Based on my review, the plaintiff left the shop, but he was relocated to the parking lot area.
And why was he relocated to the parking lot area?
Well, based on my review, an employee had asked him to leave, and he was still playing the chasing game there.
So he was playing the chasing game in the parking lot?
Yes, based on my review of the record.
Okay. What happened when he was in the parking lot?
He was then asked to leave again.
Why was that?
Well, because Scooters was closed.
How many times was the plaintiff asked to leave?
Based on my review, the plaintiff was asked to leave twice.
Did he actually leave?
No, he did not.
Where did he go?
He just walked from the parking lot to the sidewalk area that's located right outside Scooters.
Now I'd like to talk to you a little bit about the Steelton area itself. Are you familiar with the Steelton area at all, and where the ice cream parlor is located?
Yes, I am.
And based on your experience working as a security specialist and your extensive experience as a special agent, And as a citizen of Steelton, is it a safe community?
Well, there have been some petty crimes, such as vandalism and graffiti, but this is the only incident that I know about before that date for about a 3-year period.
What could the ice cream parlor have done to prevent this attack on the plaintiff?
Nothing. They had a security system that was set in place, and it was acceptable for a small business and a local business and a local ice cream shop in this community. Additionally, this was a random act of violence that occurred.
Now I'd like to talk to you about the security system you just discussed that Scooters had in place. Can you briefly describe what security measures Scooters had in and around their shop?
Well, they had cameras set up, and the parking lot was extremely well lit.
Let's start with those cameras. Can you describe the camera system Scooters had in place?
Yes, they had cameras installed, and they were visible outside the shop.
What is the importance of cameras being visible?
Well, it's most important that they're visible.
And why is that?
Well, there's less likely chance that a criminal act will be performed if a criminal sees the cameras and believes that he could actually be caught.
And were the cameras working on the evening of June 6th at Scooters?
Based on my review of the record, they were not working. No.
Is that important?
Well, the cameras should work, but in this case, it really didn't make a difference. The cameras were visible, and the criminals who attacked the plaintiff did not know whether or not they were working.
Okay, so aside from the cameras being visible to the public eye, as you just stated, is there any other way that a third party would know the ice cream parlor has cameras?
Yes, there was a notice outside the parking lot that the lot was under video surveillance.
Now I'd like to talk to you about the lighting Scooters Ice Cream Parlor had set in place. You said the parking lot outside was well lit. Can you just explain that further for us?
Yes, the lighting in the parking lot outside Scooters was excellent. The area was very well lit.
Are you aware about how many lights they had in the parking lot?
I don't remember. I think it was 7 or 6. 6.
Ms. Noonan, why is lighting so important in the parking lot?
Well, it's pretty well known that visibility deters criminals, and if their crime has a chance of being witnessed, they're less likely to commit a crime.
Why did Scooters have this lighting system in place? Was there a reason something happened for them to put this system in?
Yes, based on my review of the record, a few years back, someone had tripped in the parking lot, so the owner of the shop had installed the lights to make the parking lot more well lit.
Ms. Noonan, based on your education, expertise, training, experience, as well as your review of materials in this case, do you have an opinion to a reasonable degree of professional certainty as to whether Scooters Ice Cream Shop is responsible in any way for the attack on Bobby Daly on June 6th?
Yes.
And what is that opinion?
Well, my professional opinion is that the criminal act was a random act of violence. It took place off of Scooter's main property on the sidewalk. The plaintiff should not have been standing in the dark on his cell phone, playing a video game, unaware of his surroundings. Scooter's Ice Cream Shop could not have done anything more. And they have all the security measures in place that are necessary.
No further questions.